What's up, my boy? George Perez right here. George Perez Stories, episode 228. Once again, guys, George Perez Stories is brought to you by JB's Tree Service Landscape and Installation. They got free estimates, tree service, stump removal, landscape installations, new lawn, and drought-tolerant landscaping. Look, that's a lot of words for a cholo right now to pronounce. So that's how good the company is. Hey, check this out, guys. I use JB's Tree Service. And like before them, my grass looked like a prison yard in the desert. Insects wouldn't even come. Now with JB's Tree Service, birds come. Insects come. Gophers come. You know what? The gophers come and they can't get through because JB's Tree Service knows what to do. So if you guys are looking to get a new lawn, say you want to get some sprinklers, say you want some palm trees, say you want a planter, the homie comes through, he makes you blueprints. Jesus Barros. So check it out. If your lady doesn't let you have an Instagram, the phone number is 562-739-8060. If you're a vato that can hold a conejo, the Instagram is JMBARRIOS12. Once again, they support George Perez Stories, so support them. X to the G, what it be?
What's up, dog? I'm kind of sad.
Why you sad, eh?
There's mad leftovers here today.
You haven't ate yet, huh?
Oh, I'm taking some leftovers home.
You're taking them home?
home, dog. Yeah, I know Sidek was here. He probably ate, cooked.
Sidek got down, dog. But hey, like, you ain't taking Tupperware leftovers home. You're taking like you're taking
with some tinfoil.
No, you're taking as much food home as much as weed that 3 plates brings. Okay.
So nothing.
Yo, dog. I'm excited, on this podcast.
This is good.
Yeah, like they don't even know what's about to happen.
Ah.
Like, yo, like there's gonna be like, this is a true George Perez Stories because I'm intrigued by the story that's about to happen that I don't even know about. Like, our next guest, guys, is from Los Angeles, MacArthur Park, born and raised, blowing up, and like, yeah, we had to bring some OG Chicano Raza to the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Puppet Master in the building. What's up, my boy? Thanks for coming through, dog.
Thank you for the invite, homie. You already know.
Yeah, gracias, man. Like, so, yo, what's up, dog?
Just chilling, high as fuck, which is good. This is the best feeling that you could ever get, man. So I'm always high as fuck at work. Everything that I do is, I have to be high. So I'm feeling good right now, especially with you guys, presence. And thank you for the invite, homie. This is pretty cool.
Gracias, my boy. A lot of stuff is happening for you recently, like.
Yeah. So fast, man. So fast. It's hard to keep up sometimes, especially because I'm running like 3 pages, so it's like all over the place.
You're running 3 pages. Yeah. You're a cook.
Yeah, I work in a restaurant.
Yeah, also I seen you did like a pizza giveaway for like kids that couldn't eat. Like,
yeah.
Tell me, what was it about?
Well, I grew up in MacArthur Park, the beginning, ages when I was there, when I was younger, of course you grew up, with the homies and you start, causing trouble, running away from the police and that. And so all my neighbors kind of saw all that in me, even though that I was practically out of like 20 people, the only one that I worked at the time, because they always kind of like, I kind of have like everyone a good image. Like everybody was just stupid, like, hey, you should be like, hey, he has a job. Out of all my homies, so like I was kind of kept a good image, but I was still hanging out with the homies, So I got involved with this organization called Community Cookouts. So these guys do like practically do like a carne asada. They give it away. That's particularly what they do. Which they invited me. They invited me like, hey, you should come down and be a part of it. And I was like, oh hell yeah, I would like to just help out in anything that I can and just support, support and all that. Just the presence being there and show that you care and they love me and they were like, oh, we should do one in your neighborhood. And I was like, really, like, cause I was thinking of doing it, but I was kind of scared to tell them because it was my first kind of like a beginner and I don't want to bring them.
Step on toes.
Yeah, so I was like, they told me, I was like, really, and I was like, oh hell yeah, like. So I kind of got him, like, got like a little flyer going on together and particularly bought, like carne asada to my neighborhood right in front of where I grew up and give away free food. And it was pretty cool.
A lot of people showed up.
Yeah, we gave away 200 plates. With
How many plates?
200 plates.
And you know, Tommy took 3 of them. You went and took 3, huh?
You know what his
I got
nickname
3
is, right?
And you
3
know what? Like,
plates.
I mean, because it's my first time there, you know, like, it was my first time. And I got a couple of friends in there. So, like, I mean, I was just, you know, talking to people here and there. And, I mean, I was not paying attention that, you know, people were taking, like, 3 plates, 4 plates. But, I mean, I don't care, you know. I didn't. It's my neighborhood. So, I was like, hey, just let them be, you know. Like,
Did you see any homies from, like, when you
Oh,
grew
yeah.
up?
Well, I particularly, because, you know, I planned it, like, in a month in advance. And I wanted to make sure that, you know, no trouble or nothing like that happens, you know. And I'm particularly fortunate to come back into my own neighborhood and still be able to hang out, you know, because most of my homies can't even step back into the neighborhood, or
they're on gang
yeah, like
terms,
they just, you know,
locked up.
like away doing their own thing, and they just can't come back. I'm practically the only one that still come down and kick it with the little homies.
Yeah.
You know, I want to just make sure that I'm not a stranger to there, because that's where I grew up, you know, and they all know me, man. Somehow like they kind of show me off sometimes. I show up, but like, you seen this one, the video, and like, you see me his Instagram and this. I was like, damn, like, chill down, I'm just trying to kick it, you know, like. But yeah, man, they treat me like a little celebrity right now, right there.
That's
which is
female,
like a,
homie. You deserve it, dog. It's happening.
But you know, I mean, yeah, man, it's just like, you know, I grew up with them and all
you
that.
don't care. Like, not that you don't care about it. You're like, I'm doing this because it's me.
Yeah, just like, you know, I just like, no matter how far I make it or how big I am, like, I'm always gonna come down to my neighborhood and, you know, show love and support and any way that I can. And now that I could do this, like I'm trying to do it monthly, you know, once a month, do that and, you know, get people to know it and get bigger and bigger.
Watch out. Next time you do it, I'm gonna come and do jokes for free.
Órale.
I'm down.
Serio?
Yeah, serio. I'll go, dog. But, hey, if I get blasted,
no,
you
trust me.
better make a puppet.
Whoa,
of me.
yeah, you know, it'll be a blessing to have you there, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm eternal. Like, most of my homies there, they're cool, you know. They know that I'm like, you know, I'm not like before, you know, like, oh, what's up and this and that, trying to get into trouble. But now they're all cool. They understand and this and that. And it's just like nothing but love right now, which is great, man. And I'm just, you know, enjoying it, man. Just kind of going as a, you know, flying, you know, just kind of cruising through the waves, see what gets on me, and just trying to catch as much things as I can. And yeah, this guy kind of get me all over the place now and stuff. Because I mean, like I said, I've been doing this for 18 years. I've been a puppet master for 18 years, and I've been like
let the people know what puppet master is. Like
but I mean, I shouldn't be calling myself puppet master, because puppet master is like, you have like hundreds of puppets and you got like all the skills in the world, you know, like that's what a puppet master is. I mean,
you got one cholo. That's worth 100 people, dog.
I know, right? My professional name is called puppeteer.
Okay,
I'm a puppeteer. That's what I am. I just gave myself the puppet master because of the Be Real Dr. Dre song, Puppet Master. The intro to that song, man, is just so fucking badass. Like I just have it in my head all the time. So just because of the name of the song, and then, you know, Metallica, and then, you know, I'm your puppet. So everything together, I was like, you know what, just pull myself in Puppet Master, gave myself the area code where I'm from, which is the 213, you know, downtown. And yeah, man, just kind of just gave myself that name. And you know, at the beginning, when I was like, you know, I had my Instagram and stuff, like I always had it private, because even though I used to work in a kid's place, and I used to always be a stoner, so I didn't want to like make stuff like that. Even though the owner of the theater knew that I smoked, I mean, I was practically the only troublemaker in that theater.
So wait up, you started with kids?
No. Well, I used to do shows for kids.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I used to do professionally.
A cholo with kids?
No, not this guy. This guy, this
They're
guy
like,
just,
Mom, the puppets had a hickeys.
Nah, he's like 3 years old. Tris is 3 years old.
Oh, wow.
And I just built him because one of my friends kind of like gave me like the vision of it.
Hey, homie, do you?
Yes, and so like I said, I used to do shows for 1 hour long. Like we do like a whole little mini movie just with puppets, you know, 1 hour long, and we would use over 100 puppets and stuff like that. Wow. And we were like 7 people. I was not the only one. All right. But like, you know, after the years, little by little, became 5 years, 10 years, 18 years in that place. So I kind of became the teacher there. And Bob Baker, he's actually the owner of the theater. He used to have a theater right here in Echo Park for 65 years, like in the same spot. So eventually they closed it down because they were gonna build like an apartment complex and all that stuff. That's why I kind of decided to take a break, and then the pandemic hit, and it was just like something crazy going on like at the time. And I've been a cook for like more than 7 years. and all the jobs that I had gotten, like in restaurants, I always kept like a good work environment. You know, I was being a good worker, and so if I would leave and come back, they would rehire me. So that's what happened in my other job.
Come
and,
on, homie. Come on. You're in MacArthur
yeah,
Park.
so you know, like we're
Speaking
hustlers.
of another
you know?
good worker, Pedro, I don't mean to cut you off.
Nah, it's all good. Trust me, I represent MacArthur Park to the
I
fullest.
can
You know,
tell.
it's like so.
And the next homie,
Hey.
like the next homie I'm gonna introduce you to, he represents Ridgecrest.
Vámonos.
Like, hey, have you heard of Ridgecrest?
No.
Hey,
Hey, I'm a paisa, though. I'm a paisa.
Nah, you're not a paisa.
No, trust me, I'm
You're-
a paisa. So
Yeah.
I don't sometimes, like, when it comes to, like, some certain, like, words or, like,
Ridgecrest is a city.
oh, what is that at?
Yeah.
Nah, you
Hey,
see?
it's so far, dog. Earthquakes happen there every other day.
No, man. It's stingray.
Yeah, and it's in California.
Serio?
But the next vato, he's the mayor of Ridgecrest.
No, órale.
Like
Mero,
they got
mero.
corridos after this vato, dog.
A ver.
Motherfucking plates in the building.
What's up, everybody? Holding it down right here. Ridgecrest Quakes in the house. 3 days ago, we got shook down, but we still right here. And I'm saying, Sam with fucking XG was investigating. They found a little water hole out in the desert. I'm here to explain everything that's happening.
What was the
Get
water
ready.
hole about, fool?
The water hole is just they have all the tanks that you seen in the picture. They was posting like, that water tank is a reservoir in the middle of the fucking base. And they go and fill up their water tanks for different shit that they need, or to fill up the gallons of
So
the shit
people
they
are trying to
shoot.
make it sound
Yeah,
crazy.
but people that don't know what's up, they're like, oh shit, there's tanks, they're guarding some alien shit. That's a big ass field, fucking thousands of miles and acres.
And there's
open
water
land.
in that desert?
No, well, before China Lake used to be it used to be a lake back in the day, with like fucking thousands of years ago, you know,
When dinosaurs
and it
were
was a
around.
lake, so they call it China Lake. But that big old base, it's the third biggest base in the world. And they do testing. They do testing for all the missiles. They do testing
All right,
for all the
calm
shit.
down, homie. Right
And
now
they're
you're doing like
no, but
Channel 7 news shit right now.
reporting with you guys, Channel 7.
that
No,
was
but that's
going
why those
deep in
tanks
that.
were out
Right.
there, because they go out there and shoot shit and do all that. But yeah, fool, out there, it's fucking crazy. You do see UFOs and all that weird shit. And my homie was just telling me about that. He's like, oh, all that place, like out there in that fucking in China Lake.
Hold on, dog. I don't mean to cut you off, but I got to, dog.
Thank you. Thank
First
you.
of all, dog, nobody gives a fuck about Ridgecrest. Come on,
Fuck that place.
there was more tanks there than houses, dog. Ridgecrest,
No, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Hey, dog, it's in the middle of like nowhere, and then in the middle of nowhere.
130 degrees.
And you know what's
Nah.
crazy, fool? Hey, check this out. So I went on 4th of July. My homeboy, he's from Ridgecrest too.
Nah.
And this fool goes, hey, I know who Brian Moses is.
Yeah.
And I know who Coach K is.
Who the fuck is Coach K?
He's from Ridgecrest. He goes, but this guy, Tommy Socha, he's not from Ridgecrest.
Dog, I'm
What year did you graduate?
03.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of far.
Yeah, fool, that's...
Yeah,
Well, is that for younger or older?
This Vato right here, he claims to be from a place that like I never heard of. And like you remember when Tupac got shot with Suge Knight?
Hey.
His family, they're the ones that bondled the car. Like, tell him, dog.
Okay, that fool when he got blasted.
Tell me, hey.
There's a better story than that.
Yeah, nah. Tell him. Hold on. Tell me if you believe this. Go ahead.
Okay, when those fools got blasted,
Hey.
my uncle and his brother. They worked for a spot for the Dr. Dre fucking body shop where they had all the lowriders and everything. So they went to Vegas and picked up the car to bring it back over here to fix. That was their car. But in the car, in the fucking ashtray, there was a fucking bloody blunt. Like a blunt, a cigar that Suge Knight was smoking with the fucking
like
blood still on it from Tupac. Kept it.
Hey, hey, what CD was in the deck?
They were playing. They were fucking with Ice Cube.
Órale.
No Vaseline.
And what'd
In
you
the
guys
tape
do-
deck.
What'd you guys do to the car?
Just dipped it.
Huh?
Put the stocks on it and then dipped it around with the gunshots and everyone's like, hey, what the fuck?
Tommy.
I'm in a picture.
Hold on.
I'm in a picture like
Do you
this.
believe this?
I don't know, but they were selling that car recently, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think,
Well, no.
right?
Well, they
like
no,
still
they fixed it.
Oh, you guys didn't fix it, or
no,
did-
they fixed it, and then now it's all hooked up, but it's that car.
But did you guys do any work to it?
They did the bondo.
You guys
So they were
just,
trying to fix it.
Bondo, fucking paint, put brand new rims, the shiny ones back on there.
Tell him about. Tell him
no
about.
pictures or nothing.
Tell him about Michael
Yeah,
Jackson's glove.
I brought the picture.
Hey,
That's
hey,
what
tell
they
him
said.
about Michael
I had to
Jackson's
prove
glove.
it,
best
prove 'em, dog.
Photoshop I've ever seen.
Hey, dog. I was in
fuck
there.
it, shit.
All little. Holding it down.
Chingon.
So you're a puppeteer.
Puppeteer, yeah, that's a professional term, you could say.
Like when I don't know, man, like, and don't get me wrong, homie,
Hey.
but like I view you like a guy that, like, if you weren't a puppet master, you could be like a fucking spy cholo that goes to other countries and shoots and kills people.
Well, I
'Cause,
mean,
like, your technique, your hair's perfect, your outfit's perfect. The puppet, homie, Triste is fucking perfect, dog.
yeah, that's a little homie right there.
Like, when did it come in your head where you were like, hey, man, I'm gonna make El Triste, and I'm gonna like you got it on point. Like
Most of the time, we usually match like clothes. Like the company made like custom made shirts for both of us and all that, just to like take pictures. And I was like, fuck it. So we usually match, but I mean, I wash my clothes and I don't. So I kind of start, fading it and all that. So I kind of decided to kind of do my own shirts.
you got
and stuff
mad
like
at
that.
him. I'm just different.
Yeah, I'm like, man, yeah, that's it.
You're like, the
but
girls want to
eventually,
bone you before me.
yeah, eventually I do want to dress just like him. We always matching clothes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So,
Or do you ever change him?
um,
No, I'm just saying. No,
Yeah,
like, do you ever put different, like
so-
a little sweater on him?
so the
or-
way that I built him, he used to look way different before. He was bald headed,
Okay.
and he had full beard.
Okay.
He was like
Wow.
a little payaso, like bum. I
Yeah.
could say, it was just a
J-Cat.
sad clown. So when I build him, and for Halloween, I would kind of paint my beard because that shit doesn't grow though. My shit doesn't grow. So I was like,
You're
for
Aztec.
Halloween, I would like paint my beard and kind of do my same makeup as him. So I thought like 2 years, I got tired. I was like, man, fuck this show. So I was like, instead of me trying to look like him, make him look like me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I changed them, make more like.
But
like
when did that
myself.
happen? Like, are you doing shows and you're like, fuck painting my face, eh?
No, I never did shows with him. I just show him off like as a way that show what a puppet is with strings and like show him, wave and stuff like that. Eventually bring more people into
What do
the
you
theater.
mean by like? I like how you said that. What do
Yeah.
you mean like
The
that's a
strings.
professional? Like, can you explain to
Yeah,
the listeners
if-
what every string is, or please?
Yeah, like if you wanna say, a puppet, you kind of think about like the hand puppets or like the Sesame Street ones. But if you wanna refer to El Triste, he's a marionette. Marionette is the only ones that has strings on them. So like Pinocchio is a marionette, even though everybody calls it a puppet, because everybody.
And when he
kinda,
lies, his nose gets a bump.
I mean, he kind of just busts that. He just take a hit.
How do you call like what's that stand-up comedian? Le que le mueve la boca?
Oh, that's ventriloquist.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Checked you real quick.
Yeah, I don't,
he did, yeah, of course.
I don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that I do voices or things like that. I mean, like I just didn't think that he was gonna come up like this big.
Hey, I'm
like,
down to do his voice.
I'm
I'm fucking down.
What would it sound like?
Huh?
What are you thinking?
If I was triste,
Oh, you're triste. He's playing you.
I'd be like, all right, so. I don't know, like MacArthur Park homie is a
I'm
different
on
kind of
us.
homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, a MacArthur Park homie is like, this fool knows how to sing La Mañanita. I can't even spell it. Right or wrong? Hey, my line, dog.
¿Cómo se llama?
It's him. It's his.
The guy that just passed away is Cepillín.
Yeah.
That fucking Cepillín, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
when
my bad. Going back to that.
Yeah. So like I said, I just built them, like it was just a random build, One of my friends, her name is Miss Reyes Arte. I don't know if you notice her. She actually makes these dolls that look like you. So if you have like tattoos in your body or in your face, she will make like a doll just to look like you with the same tattoos and all that.
I'm scared, homie.
Well, I mean, like I've been loving clowns since Cepillín. If you see Cepillín, that motherfucker is scary as fuck.
Straight up.
So, you know, like Cepillín, I kind of grew up with that guy all over the place. So none of these clowns are kind of, they're like more like, oh shit, like they're cool as fuck now.
When you were little, did you like who had clowns? When did you like this? Your tia, like?
Well, nah, because I grew up and I was born actually in Tijuana.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm from Tijuana. So when I came
by Revolution or
nah,
like?
La Colina Libertad, more like in the left side. I have family in ahí por el centro.
No, always hear Otay. Everyone
Yeah,
always
yeah.
says Otay when they're from.
Yeah, Otay is more
Otay
down
San
there.
Diego.
Yeah, kind
Otay
of like.
Diego.
Yeah,
on this
I'm
side.
outside of the border to the left side, like all that, like next to the border.
Sorry,
the whole thing.
I have to ask questions.
Nah, it's
about
cool.
Tijuana.
No, but trust me. I mean, I came over here when I was 13.
That's not still. You were in Tijuana till you were 13.
Yeah, and
Did you ever
then
sell chicle?
no, I went to go. I went to go pack like groceries at the store. I was doing that.
Like, was your family?
I did pick up cans. I went to dumpsters,
No
knocking
way.
people's door. Hey, tienen like fruta or clothes or some toys that you could give me and all
Yeah,
that.
hey, homie,
I
my
did
bad.
all that.
I'm not trying to disrespect it
no,
at all.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah, but
I heard
like,
it all. Don't trip.
I just want like my listeners to know,
Same
like, yo, dog, like you don't even know this, eh? You're so humble, but you came from the bottom.
Yeah, people.
You came from Tijuana, dog.
The way that
You're
I
not
grew
even a
up is
coyote.
like-
You made this fool in America, dog.
Yeah,
You're the only fool
Millions
that
of
comes to
views.
Tijuana and makes a citizen.
There's millions of fools that know this guy.
You're not a citizen? Come on. You almost offended me. You're not a citizen.
Yeah, he is.
Nah.
No, they're not gonna deport you.
No, I don't give a
He's
fuck
just
about-
gonna keep you
No,
here.
I have a documentary on my life.
Okay.
Your dream run?
Wow.
No. Like while I was at the theater, there was this like USC was kind of searching for things to do, and they wanted to do like a whole documentary on the theater itself. But then they went inside, they saw my performance because I was kind of like the most skillful guy in there. So out of 100
What do you mean
puppets,
skillful? You could use two
like
puppets, one
I
in
could,
each hand.
yeah, I could do that.
You could
at
do
some
one in
point.
each hand?
But like there's certain puppets that you do are like are manageable to do at the same time. Like El Triste, if I have La Smiley because it's practically the same, I can do it like at the same.
Porque the maneuvers.
Yeah, like it will have to be like a combined control and it's be a specific puppet just for that.
Hell
Spinning
yeah.
sklecha, dog.
Hey, for different puppets, though, is there
Yeah, it's
there
different
puppets
control.
with different handles? Like,
So this one we call it an airplane control. That's the one
Okay.
that we had in my hands right here.
okay,
So this one, this is the way you move him like this, and you make him walk and move his hand.
Okay.
Everything right here is mostly for support, like for the
Can
head.
you show us?
For the
Is
shoulder.
that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, come on, dog.
Dude, you know
yeah, that's tight.
Hey, with that handwork, you know he can finger bitches.
Hell yeah.
Fingering the shit out of bitches.
Hey,
Be for real, dog.
Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. Hey, this fool can hit the G spot and raise their hand. And shit.
That's why I went to the kitchen. Because I was
Put
like,
it on him, dog.
I was like, I'm good with my hands, so I figure go with the knife, So I went for the
Yeah.
skills right there.
So look, when he's on the table, he's at perfect camera.
So, which is right here.
Yeah. Right there,
right
he's
here's
at
cool.
perfect camera.
All right. So you see this right here is kind of have like an airplane shape.
Yeah.
So mostly right here, everything's mostly for support. The only one that you manipulate is this one right here. So every time you move it back and forth like this, eventually you can see it right now. But you make them walk. Just by doing this, you make them walk. And you walk on
That's
forward,
kind of like a
just
cholo driving a car.
like at the
And
theater.
then like his head or turn and everything.
No, no,
there's
hold on,
certain-
hold on,
there's
go.
certain, there's certain movements. El Triste is like the most
So
simplest
can
one.
you show him how to walk? Show.
Yeah, I could put
Yeah, right there,
up
perfect.
here and
Oh
think I'm
shit!
tall.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that, dog. Wow.
Wave and everything. And it could be like, "What's up? Where you from, man? What's up?"
Whoa.
What?
Oh yeah, let me get my.
Hey, ya soy chapaleño, eh?
Yeah, pues he got the little coronita that I bought in La Placita Olvera. It was like a bottle opener.
Okay.
Put a magnet in there because his hand is practically a glove, and I put like so many magnets in there, so you can
That's
just
smart.
be able to hold it and He's just chilling now.
Wow.
I think his left side is the strongest one.
Right? That's the one he jacks off with.
Yeah, just, be chilling now with the coronita and the blunt and all that.
So right now, when you took that string off and like you reconnected it, how'd you do that?
Well, because everything is right there. I'm not walking on nothing. Like, this is the most simplest one because I could grab the hamstring and wave.
Oh, it's still on. My bad. I thought you took it off.
Yeah, this is like the little, we call this one the foot bar. This is what we call the
patas?
foot bar. Yeah, you could say, because eventually, every time you move it like this, it walks. And the middle strings will be the hands. So every time you walk them, you could like pull your string in between it and kind of like walk or wave and things like that. But those fingers.
Yeah.
Xavier likes our fingers.
Fingers, dog. He knows what to do with those.
This one's for sure. But yeah, El Triste, like I said, El Triste is like the most simplest one. I manipulated like way harder ones, like puppets that are like over 60 years old, puppets that came out in movies.
Is it more strings?
Yeah, a lot of them, they do have
What's
strings.
the maximum strings?
I mean, for a normal puppet, you could say maybe like 20 strings.
Damn.
But you only manipulate
They only
maybe
got
5
10
of them.
fingers, eh?
But you only manipulate 5 of them.
Oh,
Because
the other
eventually,
ones are just there to hold
everything's just for the head, for the shoulders,
for the structure.
and it
of
has
it.
like a bus string just so you could buy it down or something like that. And mostly they're just 4 strings, which is the hands, the feet. Sometimes the mouth strings will be in the middle. He doesn't talk, but he smokes. And sometimes the eyes will be in the front. It blinks too. Some puppets blink and stuff like that. There's like this one
All
specific.
cholos blink. Does he blink?
Well, I mean, he has the teardrop, dog, because, he lost somebody, actually. He lost somebody, dog.
What do you use?
Well,
That's why he's a sister.
I actually tattooed my hands with the control bars as a memorial for Bob Baker. Because he's the guy that taught me everything that I know. And practically kept me
Did he
away
pass
from
away?
a lot of trouble.
He
He
passed
passed away in 2012.
Spence on my boy.
Yeah, thank you guys. He was actually doing puppets since he was 8 years old. There's footage of this guy getting paid at 8 years old, manipulating a little Mickey Mouse puppet. Like footage of this guy, like doing puppets that, and he passed away when he was 83.
Damn.
Like he practically did this like 80 plus years of his life. Like he followed his whole passion. He went all the way, man.
To the end? To the end?
To the end, man. Like he will see every show at the end. Like he was criticize us all the time. Like, oh,
That's
it was
great.
too dark and what you guys are doing and this and that. And I mean, the way that I communicate with him, because like the theater was actually my first job when I arrived over here. So I started the theater with no English at all.
What up, as a paisa? First thing you
Well,
came?
trust me. First time, somebody told me like, "Hey, you want to work in a theater?" And in my mind, I thought it was a movie theater. So I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "I'm gonna be looking at free movies and this and that." And
I got free popcorn.
yeah, and I went in there and I was like, "What the fuck?" Because it was like around Halloween, so they had like a whole Halloween theme, like with Dracula, Vampira, like and skeletons that glow in the dark. It was just so fucking
That's
crazy,
female
man.
shit
And
right
I was
there.
just tripping out in the whole thing, and and they just hired me on the spot. I was like, kind
Sin
of like
papeles?
just right there, though.
Shout out to old man.
Yeah, man. Like he kind of saw something in me,
Homie,
man,
it's
and I just
MacArthur
kind
Park.
of.
The only papers at MacArthur Park are zigzags and the newspaper, and warrants.
Any type of thing right
Yeah,
there.
go ahead, my boy. Hey,
Yeah,
Tommy,
but-
you want to ask something, dog?
Hey.
No, I was saying, because you guys work with all the, all the puppets and shit. Was there any like crazy shit where they said, no, se mueven solas or something?
I mean, because
where you seen a little
there was
puppet move by itself one
I
time
never
or
I never
some shit?
I never experienced it because I don't believe in all
Or
that
you hear-
shit.
or
Yeah,
you
I
hear
always heard
stories?
stories because I mean the theater was there for 60 years, so like everybody that used to work there practically passed away over the years,
It was
and-
in Echo Park.
yeah, it was right in Echo Park, like a
Hey,
few
do they
blocks
call
from
it
there.
Echo Park because you could hear people getting stabbed that night?
I mean, and the theater used to be right in the neighborhood of Headhunters.
Oh, I know that
like
neighborhood, dog.
that neighborhood
Wow.
that neighborhood is so small but so
Wow.
dangerous.
Wow.
And the theater used to be in the middle of the whole thing.
Fuck.
It was crazy.
That was
man.
by
Like in front
remember
of the Belmont tunnels?
Yeah,
Yeah, in front of it, yeah.
I have a painting of that.
Yeah.
I painted the
Oh, really?
Belmont tunnel.
Hey,
Chill, Tommy.
hey.
Always has a story, dog. It's always got a story to top
No, when
something.
I was-
Hold on. Hit him with the fucking a blood in, blood out, dog.
Dog. No, but the blood in, blood out or a fucking story?
Blood in,
eh?
blood out, dog.
Dog.
How did you do that?
When I was little,
Hey.
my sister, when I first moved down here to LA, I used to do graffiti. And my sister would take us to that place. It was like,
Yeah,
hey, it
right
was like
there.
a known place to do graffiti.
Yeah,
So we would go
I used to
right
play
there.
soccer right there and all that.
Yeah, so we would go right there and paint and fucking get chased out.
Oh.
The cholos right there. They were like, "Word,
Yeah,
what the
those
fuck
mother-
you doing?" We're like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
we didn't know."
Yeah,
And
right
we
there
would
was
go,
pretty.
but I do watercolors and I watercolor
alright.
that just
Oh,
you know
shit.
like because I used to go back there when I
Yeah,
was
that's
young
a trip.
and-
Yeah,
and
man. Like
that
fucking
shit.
Headhunter's something else, man. Because I used to be bald headed back in the day, so you know. Because when I got
Got good
here,
hair, dog.
but I mean, you
Are
know,
you sponsored by Tres Flores?
I grew up with the neighborhood, you know, so I was kind of like a future. The only thing that stopped me from joining the neighborhood is because I was not born here. That's the only thing, you know.
How you're
'cause-
like, what if I get deported? Hey, you gonna jump me
Exactly,
out?
man. That's the only thing. They
Yeah.
were like, you'd be like, "What's up? When you gonna?" But I just never did. I would just hang out and do everything they
Nah,
did.
I
but
feel you, homie.
I
You're
just never
born
did.
into it.
I just
Like
never.
you might not have been jumped in, but every enemy knew you lived right
At the
fucking
time,
there.
yeah, at the time it was, you know, it was just that little MacArthur Park side, and that was
Yeah.
it, you know. And now, I mean, right there's, I mean, Crazy Riders. That's the neighborhood that I grew up with.
Okay.
Those are the ones that, like, you know, everybody kind of known right there. So these guys kind of like, I grew up
Like
right in the heart
Wilshire.
of them. Right on the heart of these guys, and those guys are the ones that control, you know, the Micas and particularly the whole MacArthur Park side, you know, the
Yeah.
whole Alvarado side.
Did you get one?
Oh, hell, that's how it works, motherfucker.
Allegedly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Allegedly, he got one.
Chris,
Allegedly,
take
yeah.
I'm trying to get one. I'm gonna get him the Malovin one. You know how the fucking
Hawaii. Hey,
yeah,
homie,
but
hit us with the fucking
I'm
blood in,
on,
blood
man.
out, dog. You gotta feed me a comb, dog.
Orale, bona fide. That's a
I'm
fucking
on.
fight comb you have. You should give it to one of my bitches. What's your problem, man? I got no problem, brother. You know what this comb mean? Black power.
hey,
Enough power to give you food like you nightmares, but you wouldn't know about that. Put your spear down, pocket. Hell yeah.
Three motherfucking
That's-
plays.
yeah,
Hey,
that's a
this
fucking-
is the blood in, blood out quote champion.
that's
dog.
we need somebody like that, you know. So it's
Yeah.
good. Hell
We
yeah,
gotta hit him up. Everyone's
That's
trying to do
right.
that shit right now. We
Yeah,
gotta let
that's
them know
right.
where it came from.
Yeah, I remember
So,
I fucking.
there's a rumor
Hey.
that you're making Little Mr. E.
Oh.
puppet.
Well, it's not really a rumor because I already kind of posted it, like how like the little beginning stages how I was making it, because
What
it's
are
like.
the stages of making a puppet?
Well, right now, since I actually don't work with the theater and I'm not involved with like, you know, like the theater no more, I'm kind of doing my own little thing.
That's
we're
great.
Like, we're working like in a restaurant, you know,
Yeah.
like since the pandemic hit, like, I never stopped working because it's a restaurant, you know, I was kind of required
Yeah.
to work. And so it kind of helped me a lot. Right now, I'm getting paid real good, kind of investing in myself right now with like all
That's
these things
great.
that I'm doing. And, yeah. So what was the question? I
We forgot too.
What's the process? Of
Oh
making
yeah,
a
the
puppet?
process. Okay, so the process of a puppet is like so it kind of course money is involved. You know, when you want to build like a real puppet, the ones that I used to
Got 'em.
manipulate at the theater, like a real puppet like that is
Yeah.
like $2,000.
Wow.
If you wanna,
What's the top notch? Like el que usa el de ventricules, el que usa el mero mero.
I mean, the theater, because the puppets at the theater, they're so iconic because a lot of them came out in a lot of movies, you know, like Walt Disney movies and like big things like that.
Is
And,
Saw a puppet?
what was that?
Saw.
Annabelle.
Yeah. Actually, the girl that helped me build the custom for, you know, the little mystery
Wow.
worked in that, making that custom for that.
Good question, George. Damn.
Breaking news. Hold on. Say that again. Say that again, dog.
Her name is Elias Designs. You know, shout out to Elias Designs because she's the one that kind of customize the clothes for El
Is she
Triste.
Mexican or white?
She's actually from El Salvador or Guatemala, one
Wow,
of them.
somewhere that she
Yeah,
has them two
I'm actually
borders.
fucking know because now you put me in a spot.
Yeah,
Now she's gonna be like, what
Shout
the
out to
fuck?
her.
But
Shout out to
yeah,
her.
one of them.
Echo Park.
I'm a stoner, trust me. I'm a stoner. I meet so much people. They be like, hey, you remember me? I be like, yeah. And I just forget
Like
quick.
Triste remembers you.
My memory fucking recycles every month, so it's different, you know. But
Mexicans
yeah,
recycle all the time.
so she's really great, man. She comes out like with like some patterns and all that stuff. And when I told her about the idea that I had with Little Mystery, and I kind of got her the fabric, you know, because I can get on with the white sweater,
Yeah.
you know, with the logo and all that. She did all that. that stuff. And
Shorts,
dog.
the
Yeah,
shorts.
it's gonna look
Charlie,
hard.
I'm just missing the face. This motherfucker
mask.
keep revealing his faces like all over the place, so I don't know which one to build, you know. So I'm
the
kind of
mask.
like,
He don't have a
I know. But eventually, you know, he has to, do something with it eventually.
Hey,
But
can I tell you who it is?
I actually know who it is.
I know who it is.
I know. I actually met this
It's
guy.
Fernando Valenzuela.
That might
I
be
thought it was
the
a
new
Chapo.
one.
Palabra.
Shit.
It's Fernando. Hey, look, everybody. Little Mr. E is Fernando
That should be.
Valenzuela, dog.
So that's why I'm kind of like hard. Like that's the only thing that I'm missing from the whole puppet. I have the body. I'm gonna show you guys right now, real quick.
Oh shit!
Yeah, kinda-
Oh shit!
Exclusive.
Motherfucking
Ahorita,
You know that,
everybody get
And
ready.
now.
Hold on, X. Hold on right now. Yo, look. He's going to show all the parts that this man has hand stitched. He has hooked people up to do this. This is an exclusive George Press
So
story.
these
Showed you
little
first.
slippers
X,
right
flip it.
here. It took me a long time to find these little motherfuckers because I mean, eventually he has some slippers, you know. So
Man, that's like a
I was
midget
like, it was
crib.
fucking hilarious. When I found them, I just couldn't believe it. So I got so lucky with that. So right now, of course, I got my embroidery.
Wow.
Hey.
Already done.
Wow.
come on now.
Come on now.
That's it.
The higher, the socks, the downer, the food. Damn, homie, that shit
On a
is
sick
sick
one.
one.
Yeah,
That's
Wow.
just
Missing the
wild.
main
With the
thing,
shorts.
you know?
Homie.
yeah, legit.
Homie,
shit's a
that
fucking
is
dope.
legit.
With the
Yeah,
fucking
that was-
slippers.
like I say, just missing the face and the little hoodie. He has the little
Got the
hoodie. and
pookie? Does he
everything.
got the pookie?
I mean, you
He's
know,
gonna
you
have
gotta
one.
hide it somewhere in those little pockets, you know. We got the pockets for it, and like it's
Right.
legit, the real thing right
Hold
here.
on, dog. Give me a story
gonna
on
be-
my phone, dog.
Dale.
Delete that out there, please, my boy.
Dale.
Fuck that.
That's
I
so
can't believe
sick.
how George Press Stories were live with the Puppet Master, 3 plates, X to the G.
Where'd you
On
find
a
the
sick
slippers?
one.
In the
I was doing like a
future.
little, just like a random event, and they were selling dolls, and I think they had these little ones. So I was like, just perfect. I was it was scary because, you know, I would have had to make them from scratch. I was like
Yeah.
kind of tricking out, but they end up
Those are
nice.
hard to make.
Yeah, this one for sure. I would have fucking be like, fuck, you know. I was trying
You
to
made
make
the
them-
shorts?
No, the Leah's Designs.
Oh,
She's the one that
wow.
makes my clothes. I made the skeleton body,
Okay.
like the wood parts, and eventually fix, you know, to see how it's gonna move and things
Yeah.
like that.
Wow.
Look at little
Like,
arms
yeah,
on.
like
They
the
look
main
like
thing,
real.
like-
That's tight.
This guy is gonna be something else. Man.
So abajo de todo es madera? It's
Yeah,
wood?
yeah, it's just like El Triste. All this right here
Okay.
is, you know,
Oh,
like
okay.
strings and all
Pinocchio.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Pinocchio, man.
Hey, do you ever watch Pinocchio with him? And be like, hey,
He's like, if you stop
let's
lying.
do it,
I have,
hermano.
to this day, I haven't actually seen that movie like fully. I just seen like parts of it.
What?
You gotta watch it,
I
eh?
know I should.
Instead of I want to be a real boy, I want to
Don't
be a real
forget-
cholo.
don't forget- Oh, there we go.
Yeah. There's this guy, I'm just Alvera Art. He did like a sketch of Geppetto, and he's kind of like hand painting El Pinocchio all gangster out, which is fucking dope as fuck, man. That guy's a great artist, which is like a trip. But yeah, man, I just, you know, Triste is just something else, man. I'm just happy the way that he came out, and I mean, he doesn't want to be hanging no more, man. I just built him just randomly, and he wants to be out there, just, you know, kick it
Hey.
and all that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Las morras, los jainas no se asustan con el muñeco, las estás cogiendo,
I mean-
and they're like, hey, el muñeco se va a mover, or they don't get freaked out a little bit,
I mean,
because I mean, hasta mí, para mí,
yeah.
I can't sleep with that in the room, to be
Yeah,
honest
I mean, sometimes they,
Hey, dog,
I mean, he's a little homie, you know,
Moment
like,
triste, dog.
I mean, sometimes they just walk by and they say like, oh, that's scary or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I mean, most of them, if people already know who he is, like his personality and what he is, they just be like, oh my God, they just get so fanned up on him and they just trying to take pictures and trying, oh, let's do this, take a hug, take a selfie and this and that. If they see him for the first time, of course, it's kind of a little
Yeah.
intimidating because, I mean, he's a puppet and a clown, and back in the days, most of the clowns used to be scary as fuck, you know, so back in the days, the adults kind of got traumatized a little bit and all that, and kids nowadays with all this fucking technology is getting traumatized even more.
Yeah,
so
what
it's like
the fuck is that?
crazy.
Is,
So,
there kids that are into it? Like, are
A lot of 'em-
You know anybody that you've gotten, like, inspired, que un morrito te dice, hey, quiero hacer lo que estás haciendo tú?
yeah, I mean, like now since the music video, eventually, like, I mean, he actually has his own movie right now, like named El Triste. based on the other head he used to have. Like El Triste, he doesn't talk and nothing like that. In other puppets that I used to manipulate, they do. You know, they will talk, they will have full-on performances. El Triste, I don't have nothing like that because, like I said, he just smokes and drinks. It's nothing like a show-worthy kind of thing. It just comes and enjoys the party and hangs out with you guys. You know, like it's not like a show kind of like, I don't build them to do shows or nothing like that.
He's on house arrest?
I mean, maybe. La Smiley kind of keeps him on check, you know, so it's like a little different, you know. But yeah, man, this guy just became something bigger than myself, which is crazy, man. I'm just really happy that.
How did you get it like into where they got you for the video?
Oh yeah, so for the video, Los Yesterdays, you know, shout out to Los Yesterdays because this guy.
Hold on, just so you guys know, Puppet Master did a video with Los Yesterdays called
Nobody's Clown.
Nobody's Clown. What? It's been aired for like a day or two.
Like 4 months?
4 months.
Yeah.
And
It actually released in Valentine's
views.
Day.
Yeah.
It was released in Valentine's Day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it was like a little breakup song.
Oh, yeah. He's always in a breakup.
Yeah. Yeah, so these guys, they wanted to get him for this other song called Mr. Yesterday. It was kind of like a little sad song and just, you know, about just by himself.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, they just kind of like they just kind of forgot about him for a little bit. And then the main singer got his heart broken and wrote this one song. Oh, wow. And yeah, little by little, I guess he noticed El Triste because then I created his own page because I will post on my page. But he kind of like most of my friends are photographers. Like, you know, my friend that brought me today, like most of my, like I never had a picture. Like 4 years ago, I never had one picture. Now I have like thousands of them, which is crazy. Yeah. So like I said, like after having like 100 pictures and all that stuff, I was like, well, I'll just create his own page and have his own little fans, you know, and eventually have his own little personality. And people were just following him. I was like, oh shit, like, all right, like it's cool. You know, I'm glad that he gets to, you know, be himself and people gets to treat him like a homie or something like that.
Hey,
you know,
he's
like
moving right now. Just so you know.
The fan is like, where should I look? Where should I look? Like, I don't know.
He's like, we don't have a lot of time.
So yeah, like
blood in my ear. He wants to light
yeah,
up,
that
eh?
was like.
All right. And we're back. Yo, we had to take a little break right now. We're getting blunted, funted, and humped it. George Press Stories episode 228 is also brought to you by Gunther's. That's right, guys, Gunther's in downtown Santana, located off of Main Street. Look, man, if you live in Orange County, you don't got a car, you don't got a ride, your fucking Tia stole your car, so you're riding a beach cruiser, check it out. Located off of Main and off of Broadway, they got everything there from Suavecito, Pendleton, Ben Davis, Frisco Bend. They got the jacket that they stabbed Santana in an American Me. They dry cleaned it. They took all the blood out. Like shit's going down. Check out Gunther's in downtown Santana. George Press Stories is also brought to you guys by GB Extract. That's right, guys. Leading the game in wax, kush, moon rock pre-rolls, moon rocks with it, sauce, cartridges. Check out my boys at GB Extracts and let them know George Perez sent you. Who else is a sponsor, X?
Damn. I think we're done.
Yeah, like, look, if you're trying to get sponsored by George Perez Stories, let me know. Guarantee to get you business or X will come work there.
Yeah. I do need a job.
Hey, you need a job?
Nah, not really.
So your
Depending
X,
how much they're paying. It always depends how much they're paying.
Yeah. X, tell them about
What's
the
up?
new segment we've been working on.
Oh, we've done it once. I think last time Tommy was here too, so we love to do it when he's here because that fool looks like he belongs in fucking The Hills Have Eyes.
Right?
This motherfucker.
The segment is called This Fool Looks Like. Hit him, Tommy.
Xavier looks like the main character in the new NSYNC movie.
All right? Under the sink.
Unsync.
Yeah. Xavier looks like when if like you know you look like, fool? You look like one of those like gay sicarios from like Guanajuato. Like that fool that's like, me la voy a matar, entonces me la voy a culiar. No soy de Culiacán, pero Julio, I can.
Nah, George, you look like a guy, like a cholo that would steal from OfferUp, and I'd still be scared to leave you a bad review.
3 plates. Looks like a guy that buys shit at the Swami meet and sells it on OfferUp. You look like a fool that's like on. You look like that guy on Stores Wars, dog, the new character.
Oh, there's a new one? Yeah. That's me. George looks like Bald Bull on Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Like the tweaked out version. Right? Hey, Puppet Master looks like the fool. You know the little kid in American Me that does the drive-by at the end?
Yeah. Every minute lives.
He's like, which one?
He's a fucking Holmes.
He does look like a YA baby.
Yeah. Yeah. You look like you were baptized in like a Dickies traje.
You look like a San Clemente fucking gangster.
No way.
For some reason, he does. For me,
Yeah, no, he does. He does.
you look like San
He
Clemente, like down South Orange
Yeah,
County.
he looks like a cholo that has a house. Right? He's like, hey, he goes, I got my own home, Holmes.
I don't live with my family. I live with another family.
No way, you do?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a real cholo. So where do you live right now?
We kind of moved like a block away from the theater. But we used to live like in a 3-bedroom apartment, and I'm the older one of 6. So I have like a lot of brothers and all that. Yeah. So
Hold on.
I got to deal with a lot of shit.
Wow. Now you got 5 brothers?
Well, I got like 3 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay. I got 5 brothers.
Oh,
I'm from
really?
a family of 6 too.
Oh, right,
In a
right.
3-bedroom.
Yeah, so my real name is Cain.
Cain.
Ah.
Cain, say it full.
Huh?
Your last name.
Carías. Cain Carías.
I said it different, dog.
Yeah.
That's a tight name, Cain.
Hey, I said it Carías. How did I say it?
Nah, I don't even know.
He was like, and then this fool corrected me. Hey, like I felt like I was going to the Aztec temple, and I was like,
He's all, hey,
No,
"Don't
when it
cut
comes
my head off." Eh?
when it comes to like every job that I had gotten, like I always tell them to say my name in Spanish because that's the way I got used to it. You know, nobody calls me Cain because I mean that's the way it's supposed to be. But I'm like,
Like Cain?
Hey,
Like Cain?
Cain, like Cain,
Like Cain
That's
from
like
Menace to
fucking
Society.
a little bit.
Yo,
like that.
Cain.
Cain.
Well, like the Bible, you know, Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
I have a brother named Abel too.
Oh,
Wow.
Cain and Abel?
Did you kill
Yeah.
him?
But they
Nah,
call you...
I'm the good one.
They call
and
you
I became
Kane or
cool.
how?
Yeah.
Huh?
Kane?
No, Cain.
No, but how do they call you?
Cain.
Like-
Sain?
Cain.
Cain. All right.
Cain.
Cain
That
and
sounds
Abel?
dope.
Yeah,
That
Cain.
means
That's
you
tight,
both
eh?
good. Hey,
Yeah,
yeah,
and-
Cain.
And like, yeah, it's a trip. And my other brother's name, Noé and David. Like
That's
both of our brothers,
Wow.
both
Like
of us have
church
like church.
from
'Cause
church.
we grew up
Church.
So
Christian.
eres católico or
Christian.
okay?
Yeah, we grew up Christians, and both of my sisters, Stephanie and Yulisa.
Hey,
Those are the
did-
only ones that didn't give nothing.
Did anybody in your family do puppets
Porque no
too?
te pegan.
No, I was the only one.
Yeah?
Well, because when I came over
Oh,
here,
that you
I
you,
kinda
got,
like,
you got it over here, huh?
yeah, I came over here. They were younger, you know. They got to learn English. They still clown
Yeah.
me to this day. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, motherfucker, you went to elementary. I didn't.
¿Y qué piensan? ¿Y qué piensan de los...
I mean, they support me, you know. They're really
that's
supportive
growing
nowadays,
up.
you know. Because I mean, I practically was working to raise most of them. There was at one point that I kind of kicked my dad out of my house because he was a drunkie.
Wow.
That's why I don't drink.
You're like
Oh,
Jimmy
okay.
Smith en mi familia.
Yeah, so like when I kicked them out, like all these bills came into me like real hard because, you know, I didn't expect them. That's why I kind of went into jump into the restaurant business. And
Is your
get,
dad
like,
from Tijuana?
Nah, he's from Guatemala.
Oh,
Yeah, because it was a coyote. We always 5 of us were born in Tijuana. The last one were born over here. So like, cause
Hold on. Your dad's a coyote.
Yeah. So
He's from Guatemala and he's pushing people through
From, like-
Tijuana.
no, from Guatemala to all the way over here. Like he would go back, and I mean, I would see my dad like 1 month, and then I would see him for like 6 months. come back like.
Damn, Papa
then,
was a rolling
Like
stone.
in our house would be like full of people just sleeping all over the place. Like sometimes,
Yeah.
but like tripping out.
you got food.
Help
and
out a lot of people.
All that, like it was
Yeah.
a trip the way we used to live over there. So
Hey,
it was cool.
Raza, we're so fucking different. Eh?
Oh yeah, we go through anything just so we could survive.
Help
you know?
each other out.
Exactly.
Trust me, like at that time, my mom used to work like a nights, you know, and all that, like babysit, you know, clean the house and all that, and I would stay babysitting my brothers. They
Hold
was
on,
like,
so what do you mean? You would babysit all your brothers, and
Yeah.
your mom would go out and clean houses?
and I was the only one. I would cook for my brothers, everybody, like eggs, or I would, because I would go to the store and package the groceries, and I would buy cereal, I would buy eggs, like little things that, of course, little kids
You know they would
eat.
want.
Yeah, and I would buy all that, like
That's
for
what's
Independence Day. I would take all my brothers to the palace so we could see the fireworks and all that shit. I would be carrying
that's
like
nice.
carriola with like one of my brothers
And you
and,
were a little
everybody
kid, too?
right there.
And
It
you
was-
were a little kid too.
Yeah, I was
Man,
pretty small. I was like 12, 11.
Hey,
and-
how good was your avena?
oh yeah.
Hey,
It was-
hey, did you eat avena?
Hell yeah.
Avena,
That's
what
what
is
is that?
avena,
Good
dog?
fucking oatmeal.
Okay,
No,
right?
hey,
I eat
that's
that shit all day.
That's
Bananas and shit.
Nah.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like that.
Hey, hold on, dog. Este vato.
Hey.
Can I tell you something about Xavier?
A ver, cambia.
Mira, he's so privileged. He didn't know he was illegal until he was 16.
He's like,
Tell him the
what
story,
fuck?
yeah?
¿Por qué no me
I
dijeron?
told this story like 10 times.
No, but tell him. And he
Yeah.
didn't.
Nah.
So you were like just
I'm a paisa, so I didn't have papers, and I didn't.
You're just
nunca
like-
nunca
Nah,
me
but
cayó
you
el
grew up-
20. Yeah, nunca me cayó el 20 till my dad was like, "You can't get a license, dog." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Dude, I've been telling you you're Mexican." I was like, "Yeah, I know, I'm Mexican, right?" And he's like, "No, you like it is."
No naciste aquí, güey.
And that's the first day where I was like, "Oh shit, I'm different." Yeah, pegó al 20 because I've been here since I was 3, you know.
Yeah,
so like I
so you
grew up
got-
with like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Pledge of Allegiance,
Yeah, the whole
free
thing
school,
there.
Yeah.
So
that's one of the things that kind of tripped me up over here because I got to experience school over there, right? So over there in one room they would teach you everything. They would teach you math, science,
one room?
history in one room.
Tijuana.
In Tijuana, like all the schools in Mexico are like
One
that.
teacher taught everything.
Yeah.
Hey, but they're all
Yeah.
smart. All the kids
It's
are
Hold on,
crazy.
hold on. Hey.
It's just crazy.
Hold on. Give me like the schedule. So you show up like
Well,
at what time
like-
the school started
So
in
the
Tijuana?
school will start like around 9 in the morning. It will finish like around like 5.
Wow, like a jale, 9 to 5.
kind of like like that, and you will dress like
Describe the school, my boy. Like, no, hold on.
Yeah,
like,
right.
So if you're in kindergarten,
Yeah.
is it only 5-year-olds or is it older kids, younger kids?
Well, I
like,
don't
do
remember.
kids have shoes? Are kids punching you?
Yeah, I mean, everything is just normal over there. Just more, it will go more towards the cerro. That's when it comes like more like like road streets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Was more close to the city, where
Okay,
the
yeah,
desmadre was
yeah,
at,
you're not in the
so
cerro. Thank you for
so
saying that.
that's cool. So more like where I was at, it was kind of like. It was a neighborhood, like it was practically most of my uncles were like gangsters right there. They were from
I
the
can see it.
neighborhood, and I was practically a future. So they brought me over here to try to avoid all that.
Yeah.
And I got worse in a smarter way. Because over here, you always think about stuff. Over there, you don't give a fuck,
Yeah, over here, you
So,
got more temptation.
you're right. Once the chopper is up there, you're not going to get away, And,
Yeah.
I mean, I did my dirty when it comes to doing some stupid shit when I was younger, but I never got caught up.
That's
which
good.
I was fucking lucky enough, and I'm still blessed. I know karma's going to get to me in the long run, but I've been flying straight for a long time nowadays. And I've been doing
Congratulations,
so
my
much
boy.
good stuff that I feel
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's just becoming so great now that
Yeah,
I even
doing
forgot
this.
about it. It's like different
on,
nowadays.
dog.
But yeah, like over there in one room is just different. So when I came over here to school, it kind of threw me off. Because you have to go from one room to another room, first period, second period,
Right.
like third period, like nutrition and lunch.
It's like
and
Six
I was,
Sanchez.
I was just like, whoa, like it kind of, because they gave me the option to go like half a year to middle school or like go to high school straight up. But in my mind, I was like, if I go 1 year before, I could maybe learn more. So I went to middle school for like half a year.
You're 16 in junior high school?
And I kind of graduated on stage and everything.
No way.
I'm fucking
What junior
serious.
high
Yeah,
did you
that's
go to?
dope.
I went to Bourbon Middle School, which was in Highland Park.
Oh,
I was
Bourbon?
I was supposed to go to King Middle School, which was right here by Hollywood, but the school was too full. And a bus used to
King,
pick.
is that Martin Luther King?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I used to go there. I went there for like a month, and then Buzz used to pick me up there and take him into Bourbon Middle School.
Oh,
And then
wow.
just kind of did that for like a while, and then I went to Belmont and.
Where's
kind of
Belmont?
like
Huntington Park?
Belmont is right there between like Echo Park and MacArthur Park, right in front of
Oh,
the theater where I used to
wow.
work at. Yeah,
Oh,
and
wow.
I mean, that neighborhood is like, I mean, the high school is like so much of a gangs infested place that I
like
just
like
kind of
in the one- that movie,
derailed
When
it
They Said
myself. Yeah, I kind of just
Yeah.
met the wrong people, and
Like in kindergarten, they got a metal detector door.
not like that mad, but you know, like when I was in high school, I had money because I was already working at the theater.
Yeah.
So I was practically the only one, you know, buying the sodas and here and there. I was
Yeah.
The Pizza
I would-
Hut.
Yeah, I would practically go into third and fourth period just to learn my ESL classes, my English classes.
Yeah,
I would go in
English
for
second
nutrition
language.
and get out for lunch. I wouldn't care for first, third, none of that stuff. So
Well,
it's-
when I was where I grew up, when I was younger, it was just a little small town in the middle of the desert. And it was nothing. It was like just white people.
Oh.
Like, you know, every Mexican, we
Yeah.
all grew up together. So we're
Yeah.
like, oh, we know him,
Oh.
this family, you know.
Shit.
But everyone else, it was just white people. And but now when I'm older, I noticed that when we were in class,
Yeah.
they would put us we were in a different class.
Yeah.
But it was just all the Mexican kids. They would put us in a different
this-
class, and they
oh.
would say, "Oh, it's ESL."
Yeah.
But me and my friend were like, "Hey, like, what the fuck? Like, why are we right here? We fucking." And then there was a Mexican kid, like one of our that they didn't even know Spanish, my
Yeah,
cousin
yeah.
and shit. But now that we're older, we're like, Dick, they put all the Mexican kids
Yeah,
like
like
in their
to
own
trying to
shit,
learn.
and all the
Yeah.
other white kids were by themselves.
Different.
And we didn't notice that until we were older.
Yeah,
But,
that's the
you
only
know,
classes
that's
that I
just
would
some
go
little
to.
different shit that you know
Yeah.
you don't notice when you're little, and even one time I had a shirt with "Smile Not Cry Later" on it,
Come on.
and they fucking made me turn it inside out.
Oh,
He
really?
said, "Vamos."
Yeah, and the teacher, my dad, he's like, "Hey, why the fuck? Why's your shirt inside out?" I was like, "Oh, the teacher made me turn it inside
Really?
out." He's like,
Shit.
"Why?" I said, "Because she
She
said
seen
it's
Boulevard
Mexican
Nights?
mafia." No, because I was like, she said it's Mexican mafia or some shit. He's like, "What the fuck?" I'm fucking swear. And then my dad's like, "What the fuck?" And he told him, "Hey, why you fucking telling my son about this shit, making him turn his shirt inside out?"
That's crazy.
He likes that drawing. He don't know about what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, don't be, you know, and that's
Hey,
how.
this fool had a
that's
black
how it
girlfriend.
was different out there. dog.
Yeah, I
Like,
bet.
Ridgecrest, it was like we were the only Mexican kids out there,
I couldn't-
and growing up with nothing, majority of white kids, like
Yeah,
we
Ridgecrest
had
is
really
like
good
all
friends and
military
everything.
white.
It's all like kids that for military kids, like
That's so true.
their parents were in the military, so they would just be in the town sometimes for just like you would know a kid for like 3 to 4 years, and then they would move to a whole different country. Or
That's kind of
whatever.
like the thing
It was
about
like
me.
military
'cause
kids.
When when I was growing up, like I didn't kick, even though I was a paisa myself, like I kicked it with the homies. You get me? Like I kicked it with the neighborhood, like
Yeah.
battles around there. They all speak English. Then
Yeah.
I mean, they spoke Spanish here and there, maybe just to clown, I guess.
Was it as
myself
good
and
as
all that.
yours? No.
Nah. But like when I got there, like you know, they kind of like not saying embrace me, but like you know, they kind of like make me into
Yeah.
one of them, and I got to learn more like slang than proper. You know, I need
Yeah.
to learn go to school to learn proper English because eventually you need it. But I'm kind of you know now because
picked
people
up.
they see me, they're like, "Damn, you're from Tijuana," because I kind of somehow speak a little more like fluently than other people. They're like. Because I'm a paisa, you don't wouldn't even
Yeah.
think, you know, even like I stutter myself in some fucking words, but
Now,
yeah, it's
fool,
just
when you
fucking.
call me, he goes, "Hey, can I park in the drive-thru?"
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
I was like, "Hey, fool, what else on hamburger?"
And when I came
Hey,
over here,
but can I tell you
Yeah.
something? When you said that, I was like, "Why haven't I not thought of that joke?"
Hell yeah.
Can you say pizza?
Yeah, can you say that? He says it like that.
The first real paisa I met, I used to do construction. I'm a cementero dog. I know how to do all of it.
Like concrete?
Yeah, I'm certified union. I used to work with this paisa named Aurelio, and he would be like, I was a cholo dog, so I'd be like, homie, like I used to check him, and he used to always be like, "Why are you mad to me?" And I was like, "Wow, that's some real paisa shit."
Hell yeah.
But you know what, man? Being a paisa is proud, homie. Because like,
Yeah.
look,
oh,
not every Mexican is a paisa, right?
hey,
But every paisa is a Mexican.
And now knowledge
That's
spitting
how we
out
know.
of nowhere.
That's how
George,
look,
George
look.
Perez.
That's his real. Tell
Every
me.
paisa is what is it? Not every Mexican is a paisa, but every paisa is a Mexican.
That's how real as it is. Like, I remember my mom telling me, like, one time I was like, you know what? Hey, fuck that paisa. My mom goes, ¿sabes qué, güey? Yo soy paisa. And you came from me. Like, hey, fool. That's me.
She had to
and
check
you're
you?
being the dicks that I used to have to deal with. She's like, look, man. For raza to love raza. My mom told me, for raza to love raza more. She was like, hey, fool, I used to deal with all you American fucks. And I'm not mad at you, pero ¿sabes qué, güey? You guys came from us.
Yeah.
And we
Let's
come
forget.
from you. Yeah. So look, at the end of the day, dog, some paisas you gotta fuck up.
Yeah.
Cause like,
Which one? Which one?
nah, Xavier. Like, hey, dog. There's been like, hey, fool. Like, you ever see paisas hit on pregnant girls? Mamacita. Like, hey, dude. You know what I mean, dog.
Because I kicked it like right in our water. Pinches mequeros, güey. Like, no, se pasan de...
Maníacos,
Yeah.
maníacos.
Mames,
You went to kindergarten in Tijuana?
Actually, since my dad was from Guatemala, I actually did my kinder over there.
In Guatemala?
Yeah, they went to take me to visit my uncles, and I ended up staying over there for like the kinder section, like the
Wow,
kinder
fool, you
side.
got stories all day.
Hell yeah. You went everywhere. You traveled
I've been,
everywhere.
like,
Shit.
But I was young. I don't. I kind of get flashbacks here and there, but nah, I didn't get this. When I came back to Tijuana, I was behind 1 year. So when I was kind of like in high school kind of thing, I kind of did 2 years at once, and then they brought me over here, and it was just different right here. It's like it kind of threw me out big time. I mean, I regret.
Did you enjoy it? Do you enjoy America?
Oh hell yeah, man! Right here is the best. I feel like
Look what you're doing, homie.
Trust me, like even though like I feel like I'm living in somebody else's dream, but I feel like nobody else would have done it the way that I'm doing right now. You know, like
You know what? It's ironic that you say that. You're like, I'm living.
oh yeah. We'll spark it up right now.
Yeah, you're like, I'm living in someone else's dream, but someone else that you made is living in your dream. You created El Triste.
Yeah, el triste definitely.
Without him, without you, he's nothing, dog.
Yeah,
That's hey, dog. Like, hey, homie, not to be a dick, but
It came out of nothing.
I don't know how the fuck you created like the perfect cholo.
That
puppet.
one is just like I said. This lady that makes the dolls, I told her to just come out with this vision that eventually come out into something that, because when you build a puppet, the hardest thing to do will be the face. Because that's when you have to sculpt. And since he was a doll before, it kind of made it so easy for me to kind of just sculpt the body of it.
Nah, homie, the face
So
is perfect. Like
right now,
hey, dog.
right now, like it's just
When
like
I think
the
of
eyes.
a
Tattoo
cholo,
of this
and
fool.
hey,
Like,
homie, that fool, he was in blood in, blood out colors.
No, that would have
He was
been
in
it.
He's in everything.
And
dog.
right now,
Get a
talk
tattoo
about
of
like
this fool.
talk about movies and stuff like that. There's one of my friends called The Real Homicide. One of the rappers. He's actually creating a movie right now. They call The Higher Power. So this guy's casting all the members of the maybe the Loca, getting like some guys from like fucking Scarface. He's getting all these like big head like Chicano artists that came out in movies back in the days. Get them into this movie. He actually included me into this movie scene.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, and of course, the little homie is gonna be included right there.
Hell yeah!
So yeah, this homie is gonna come out in a movie soon right now, and it's all about
You
Raza.
made him.
So yeah, we're probably both kind of.
Hey,
Yeah, that's fucking
what if he
tight.
gets bigger than you, dog? What if one
He
day
can't.
like we
What-
want
he
you just
can't.
want
It's
that type of shit?
So right now, the restaurant that I'm working on right now, they're telling me that he's gonna take me out from that restaurant.
All right.
Like he's gonna give me the job.
Oh yeah,
for me
for
to,
sure.
Like
You're gonna be
managing
fucking
me
be
to
like,
say.
hey, one day,
Yeah.
Because people are hiring me to go to like little events here and there. Like I'm going to San Francisco, San Fernando, right here in 2 weeks.
Tell us what are you doing over there?
Yeah,
So right there, they're
shout 'em
doing
out. Where you get tickets?
so there's this page called My Valley Pass. And they contact me because, they love El Triste. And they're like, hey, bring them down just so you can meet people and just walk around and that's it.
Yeah.
We pay you. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. So I went and they loved the bite that he brought and everybody was just like, oh my God, what's going on right here? So they brought a cool bite and they invited me again to San Fernando and they have like a little a street market kind of thing going on and he's going to stop by with his little ranflita and next week I'm doing another community cookout because, in the Food's Gone Wild mural, they added El Triste right next to it.
Oh shit.
So since I'm involved with the community cookout, we're gonna do a community cookout right there next week on Saturday. We're gonna be there from like 11 to 12
July
to finishes.
17th.
Yeah, July 17th to like food runs out, and the same day.
So fools run out or food?
No, onto food run out.
My bad. I was like, what's going on, fool?
There's a lot of fools, dog. They gonna run out, dog.
Everybody's gonna run out.
They bring a cholo, get in free food.
And the same day, like in the night, I'm appearing as a special guest with Lighter Shade of Brown with the Mary Jane Girls.
Bam.
I'm just gonna show up to enjoy the party.
On a Sunday
I'm like,
afternoon.
shit, that's gonna be a dope ass little thing, you know. And they invited him to just enjoy a concert, which is fucking dope, you know. And I get invites to all over the place, and you know, I try to say yes to everybody. That's one of the things that, you know, I love, like people love about me. I try to reply to everybody. I'm not like the ones that don't reply to people, you know. Like people show love, I show love back. It's just when it comes to
who
me.
hasn't replied back to you, dog?
What do you mean? Oh, I don't.
Ever just almost. Was
Oh.
He's like, you're
Actually,
like two people.
You know what? You know what? Like,
Hold on, hit him, Tommy, hit him.
You're like two puppets.
So I like, you know what? Like after a while, like
He replayed you, dog. Keep going, eh? Hit him, Tommy.
vámonos.
You're like two puppets. One likes to dance and be on the stream, and the other one smokes weed and drinks coronitas.
So was it Ernesto?
You, the ones that are the what's his name? The little
Kill
kid?
Ernesto.
The ones that killed little Neto. You want to know something? I never been at the beach before.
Hey, you know what? El Tris, I haven't either.
No way.
Hey, you gotta take him to the
Nah, I
beach, eh?
can't. He's wood, eh?
Nah, the first time I took on, like one of the legs fell off, like the string kind of
Wow.
yeah, so I couldn't take no pictures no more. So I just left them in the side.
Just
Yeah,
gotta
I need
let
to
'em-
take them to the beach, you know.
Have you ever
That's what he
lost
said,
them?
probably.
Have you ever lost him?
Nah, no. No, I never lost them
Hey.
because I'm always carrying them.
Look, we need to take him one thing that I don't think he's gone. If he hasn't gone to the beach, he's never been in a strip club.
We
need to take them to the strip club,
definitely gotta go and tape them, motherfucker.
Yeah.
How we
I mean,
gonna
yeah,
lap
I'm gonna have
dance?
to,
Fucking he'll be right
you know,
there
pull
hitting
it
the
up in
weed.
a round flag, fucking, what's
Oh,
up,
I'm
VIP
taking
or what?
him.
Like,
Hey, I'm gonna throw him on the pole, dog.
Hey, what stripper would you give Triste? Like, if what stripper you think Triste would
I'd
get?
give him Bubbles. She's
Oh.
like a Bubbles. Like you remember the movie Chucky?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
looks like Chucky's bride.
Oh, Tilly.
She's like a little chola that's like tough, and she has
I actually
bubbles.
met her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really good.
Bubbles, hey fool.
Yeah.
She,
Yeah,
She
well, he's
could
kind of
blow-
got a smiling going on over
Hey,
here. What's
right?
going on?
Does he got a type?
Hey.
Does he got a type?
I mean, well, he has a girlfriend already.
he's
yeah,
Who
La
is it?
Smiley.
La Smiley.
Yeah, and I mean, after having them for like 2 years, people were like, make her my girlfriend, make her my girlfriend. And I was like, because at the theater, like, having 3,000 puppets, right? And every puppet that you manipulate, you have to kind of turn into that personality, right? If there's a happy puppet, you have to kind of be all hyped up and things like that. If it's a sad puppet, everything goes slower and, you know, settle. When it comes to girl puppets, you have to kind of turn the little feminine
extra
side.
sculpture.
Yeah, you have to kind of throw your little feminine side
Yeah,
into it.
curves,
And,
definition.
And since I'm too gangster to do that shit, I never got to do like girl puppets at the theater.
He said I'm too
No,
busy.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I'm like, I did out of like 100, I did maybe like 5 of them, like girl puppets that that I got to really enjoy, manipulate, that move really crazy when it comes to dancing. So after having them for 2 years, I told my friend, you know, because I never thought like I'm making my girlfriend on how she would look. So my friend, I told me Reyes started to be like, hey, you know what, like people are requesting a girl now, so let's create something. Which I told her, just create something with the same makeup features that he has, and put El Triste name and like by the eyebrows, you know, because I wanted her to have like that little look. Yeah, and she kind of went all out with it and did that old school little vibe and got that little haircut and did like a little rose, and she went all over
name?
with it. Miss Reyes Arte.
No, but his
like girlfriend is named
Smiley.
La Smiley.
La Smiley.
So I have the theme for these guys, you know, like Smile Not Cry Later.
Yeah.
So for these guys, I have El Triste now, La Smiley later.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
wow.
like my theme that I have for these guys. So,
¿Y si se porta bien?
yeah, pues.
No, el homie.
Well, I mean, you know, I can't really talk about him, you know, because once I don't know what happens after, you know, like I can't, when I go to work, sometimes my house is messy. I don't know what happened, you know, like. But yeah,
Hey,
like
have you ever seen the movie Weird Science?
Weird Science.
So it's a movie where these guys they're smart on the internet and they plug a doll into the internet, and then that doll becomes real. Like I'm thinking of an idea like where we do something like that, where we're like we do like, and then he comes to real life.
Oh, so I'm particularly, like I said, sometimes for like for Halloween, I'm dressed like him, like real, just like the way he looks.
Way.
So I'm particularly the way.
I want to see it.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe one of these days I will do it.
Shirt.
Yeah. So on September 25 and 26, I'm doing an art show based on my puppets, based on El Triste and La Smiley. Because I have people.
What about Little Mr. E?
Well, I mean, he's cool. I'm not saying, but right now it's kind of
okay.
like.
Yeah, they're the ones that are made.
Yeah. These are because I have a lot of people that make like ours, like from Brazil, Italy, from Mexico. They make like real amazing drawings just for fun. You know, they tag me and I'll be like, damn, like they're. I mean, that's one of the real skills that I would love to have. Like
it's our
drawing,
culture.
like it's so amazing. So after having so many drawings, I'm like, I'm just gonna do like an open calling to all these artists to actually do something cool, and I'm just gonna give you guys the space for you to display your art, and you could sell it right there, and you will keep the money.
That's what's up.
So that's what I'm practically doing right now, and I have so many people already like sending me drawings, and like people already doing like their makeup like them, and doing photo shoots with the pedal car kind of looking lowrider thing, and dressing themselves like them.
Like him?
Yeah. I already have people already doing all that stuff, which is I'm like amazed. I have like 5 people have his face tattoo on them.
Fuck.
Like 5 people. I have
Stalkers,
this.
eh?
Like I have this girl in Canada that has El Triste name right here by the heart.
Wow.
The name El Triste, which I was like, wow.
That's like sad girl to the 5th Spanish degree.
Vámonos. But yeah, it's just so much support out there, which I love it, and I'm just happy that I get to show him off and show what he is. You know, a little homie that gets to enjoy life, and like I say, he doesn't want to be hanging home, man. That's one of the things that I'm like, wow, like he wants to be out there. You know, I'm gonna have to create him into a robot or something.
Yeah,
he gets heavy at that one.
you say you bring him to a lot of places. Do you bring him with the whole setup?
Nah, this one I just bring it because I don't want to. I mean, I wouldn't know how to show him out right here.
Okay,
I wouldn't have to be sitting down over there or just carrying him. When it comes to me, I just kind of put him behind my back and just walk with him and things like that. But yeah, this one, like I said, I got lucky because I was doing that music video in the thrift store and they had it for $5. I was like, hell yeah, like shit. And they has 2 of them because eventually I carried her too.
Yeah,
so there's both of them in there.
Back
but she had to
back.
stay home, you know, because today's a guys' night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So show them how to smoke or work.
Yeah,
it's kind of slipping right now. You know, it's like shit.
Lingo, my boy.
Let me see what I could do right here real quick.
He's ready to get fucking stoned right now. El Triste right here,
BZZT?
trying to get located. He's smoking a little BZZT real quick. He's got it in the hand.
And check his lungs real quick.
He's like, get me right, get me
lungs.
wrong.
Like, we're getting them ready. Achai. That's a
He's good. He's good, eh?
All right.
Smoking blues right here, El Triste.
So this is the favorite thing because I don't do that much.
So right now, Puppet Masters about to show you guys how Tristan takes a toke. Damn!
He's ready, eh?
It's lit.
Estoy
With the
listo.
Corona.
Get sponsored by Corona soon, hopefully. You know?
Yeah, Corona better come
Taking a
through,
little
dog.
swiggy, he's taking a little drink.
Then
Right now, he's taking a hit. Right now, he's about to take a hit. Y'all fools don't believe me?
Another one.
Show him, homie.
I mean, I don't know
Ladies
if you
and-
guys seen a stoner's puppet like this, but I think
Never.
he's the only one.
He smokes.
And you know, like,
That's angel
that's
dust.
kinda
Shit wasn't even
That's
clean,
like
man.
little magic that I got with this.
That's
little homie.
feedment, dog.
You gotta follow my footsteps, you know, because I'm a biggest stoner that you ever made,
that's
man.
you.
And so, like I said, that's why people sometimes call me triste. I'm like, I'm not triste because I'm always happy. I'm always smiling, always cracking up and all that. So, you know, I'm just happy that they recognize them, you know. And sometimes they be screaming like, nobody's clown. I don't know. I'll be like, oh shit, like that's cool, man.
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
just that videos, I'm just so happy with it. They get to kind of tell his story, you know, because it's kind of like a breakup. And you sometimes they ask me like, why he's sad? I'll be like, oh, go check that music video and you will know why he's sad. You know, it's like a perfect introduction to him. And he actually has his own movie.
Oh, wow.
El Triste has his own movie right now.
Where can everybody find this movie?
So this movie is right now on their Instagram called El Triste Short Film. The movie is actually named after him, El Triste.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they actually based on the old head, the bald-headed head. So, I mean, like every puppet that I have manipulated before.
Cancer triste. That's
Yeah. So every puppet that I have manipulated, it has eyes and moving mouth, right? They do like a performance.
Shit.
So El Triste in the movie he's like sad that he can do nothing in that movie. And he's like trying to perform something. And so during the whole movie,
understand it.
he gets damaged. He makes me make him a new face.
So
he could
perfect
sing.
transition.
So like you just have to see the movie to see the whole thing. And
I like it.
like
yeah.
that movie is actually
That fool's
traveling
like Kim
like
Kardashian. Cámbiame, güey.
the movie is traveling like film festivals.
Oh, wow.
He just finished doing like the Beverly Hills Film Festival in May.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to Cuba, Brazil, like different places. Because this is like a kind. It's just like a universal kind of thing, you know. It goes everywhere. So that's the cool thing about his film. That is right now, like, you know, eventually when things open up, he's gonna show up in the red carpet to his own movie.
Oh,
You
wow.
believe that shit?
Ahora de triste. He ain't playing.
Exactly, man, with the letter and flita. So I'm just happy the way that he kind of like became just himself, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's fucking dope, man. I'm just
That's
happy
what's
with
up.
him.
Yeah. Pues,
This became definitely his own.
I want to say gracias for coming. Like, please let everybody know your Instagram, Triste's Instagram, your Twitter, following, what's coming up, all dates. Like, let my fans know, homie.
Yeah,
You're
for
great.
sure.
You're a blessing.
Thank you so much.
And, hey, Raza,
Vámonos.
this is where we're at.
Hell yeah.
Have a dream, follow it, and sas.
La neta.
Here it is. Let them know.
All right, so my name is Cain Carillas, and the Instagram knows me as Puppet Master nowadays, which I'm really grateful. And I have my little 213. Yeah, that's right. Puppet Master 213. Get it straight. And I got my little homie right here next to me, El Triste 213. Which, if you guys go to his page, you will definitely get to know him. And you could actually follow his girlfriend too, because I created his girlfriend's page, and her name is La Smiley 213. So check them out. My what do you call my YouTube is the same name, Puppet Master 213, and I do have a Twitter, but I don't use that shit. It's actually Puppet Master
Use it.
2x3. You know.
Cholos don't use Twitter, dog. Because it rhymes with tweaker.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I don't know. That shit seems kind of hard to manipulate. But
Okay, talking about the guy that manipulates a puppet, saying you can't manipulate
yeah,
Twitter.
but I already managed 3 pages, so it's kind of hard. And this fool has more
I
followers
know.
than me, so
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, you know,
Not
it's kind
too
of
many-
like.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of puppets on Twitter, my friend.
I bet, man. I bet, you know. So we'll definitely hit that little stage of, you know, like in that side. But yeah, man, I got so much. I'm just kind of picking up everything that comes my way. You know, I'm just
Awesome.
I can't really say what because I don't know. Besides this 2 weeks, you know, like I mean, you invited me to a show, which is great. You know, you maybe promote
You're gonna
that
be with
because
me
shit.
August 21st.
There
at
it goes,
the
you know.
Continental Room.
Vámonos. So I
Puppet
appreciate-
Master and
Hey,
Triste
that's
gonna be.
right.
I'm doing a comedy show. We're gonna play oldies and funk before the
Hey,
show.
come on, nothing
That's
better
pen-
than that, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm
Pendleton only.
Yeah,
Come
hey,
on,
you gotta wear a Pendleton to get in, dog.
hey, I got the same one, so
yeah, okay.
we're
Just so you know, it's
I'm letting you
Pendleton
know ahead of
only.
time. I'm letting you know ahead of
¿en
time.
serio?
Que hasta me, güey. And I don't even have one. I gotta wear my Yeezys with
Yeah,
them.
fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the heads up, shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, you know, people always invite me to go to events. I'm always about supporting people, you know, because what I want to do with El Triste is particularly promote people's business. Imagine you have like a store, like any type of store or any type of like street, like a spot on the street or anything. El Triste could just visit your spot, and you know, he could give you like a little, you could give him like a plate or something promoting what you got, and he could just give you a shout out. That's eventually what I want to do with him. Just promote people, you know, like I just recently went to the, what do you call it, Vendors United right here by Plaza, Mariachi Plaza.
Yeah, who did that?
I
Big
don't-
Sleeps and Big Santa.
No, I
What
think
Santa?
that was recently. I think that was the one I'm talking about. Was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, which a guy from LA Times was there, and he's actually writing something about me right now, which I'm
Oh,
very
that's what's
grateful.
up.
Yeah, which I'm like tripping out, you know, and yeah, so I'm just practically, like I said, supporting people. Anybody that, you know, like shout outs. I don't, you know, there's a lot of people that usually what do you, those promos and they charge people. I mean, everybody has their own thing, but I don't do that. People hit me, oh, how much you charge me to give me a shout out? Like, man, I give you a shout out anytime I want. You know, like I don't do none of that stuff. You got a business, you want me to give you a shout out? I give you a shout out. You know, like, just tag me in something and I'll repost all that stuff.
And
there's nothing
later for you're not gonna say
like,
that. You're
trust me,
yo,
I'm like
10 G's.
I don't know.
At least they are at 7 million followers.
I did post once like, hey, like I post what like the amount of money and then about and actually written thing. I'm like, don't fucking around. Just give me, you know, just tag me and repost. And
Give me a
shit,
joint, man.
Yeah,
give me a blunt, dog.
That's actually the little business that I'm trying to dig in. You know, little cannabis industry because the three is a big ass fucking pocket.
This
you
weed
know,
will
so,
get you so high.
yeah, I'm
I'll
always
pull
fucking
your
all over the
strings.
place when it
A
comes
three
to
stay OG, you gotta get
yeah,
it.
like, they're always inviting them.
You gotta
to
make
these
them
little
the
like weed meet and
three
greets
stay
and all that
OG.
stuff, which is fucking cool. And yeah, like I said, I'm just writing with whatever comes my way, and I'm just grateful to be here and be able to do what I still love, you know, for so long, and all the support that I'm getting from you guys and from anybody. I'm just really grateful, man. Thank you.
Gracias. Now, thank you, my
for the
boy.
support right here because this is amazing, man. Thank you guys
you,
for
my
sure.
boy.
Hell yeah.
3 plates. What up, dog?
What up? Check us out. We're right here with El Triste, Smoking and Token.
You already know.
Check us out. BZZT official on Instagram. In about 4 weeks, we're going to debut the website, biz.com. Be ready.
That's what's up. Hey, August. Hold on. August? Yeah. August 21st, I'll be headlining the Continental Room, and that's in downtown Fullerton. It'll be me, X to the G, Side Dick, and I will have 2 other comedic friends there. Puppet Master and Triste are going to be in the building as well. We're playing nothing but oldies and funk. It's a Pendleton only show.
What about me?
I'm about to spark
So
that
if
one.
you're a hyena, you get away with it.
Yo, and do not ever wear the same Pendleton as George
didn't
ever
wear the same
again.
I didn't wear the same one, eh?
It was
fool
so
had the
close.
bootleg
It
version.
was
Not a
so
bad
close,
one.
dog. You're lucky you did.
We were the same size. He wore my size. It was all tight.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how you're supposed to wear them.
that.
That's how you're supposed to wear them,
Hey,
man.
fool, you know what that Pendleton looked like? That Pendleton looked like the Pendleton you found at your baby's mom's house before you got with her.
Dick, it's the summertime. I'm
She's
trying
like,
to get big right now.
This fool
That's
wore
why it
his
doesn't fit
baby's
me.
mom's ex-boyfriend's Pendleton.
No, it's because I'm hitting the swole right now because it's summertime. You know what I'm saying? That's why it doesn't fit right now.
Shit, hell yeah.
Also, I will be at Skankfest. That's November 5, right? November 5, 6, 7th. It's sold out. You fucked up. We told you about it. But
For
yo,
real. Always
if-
happens.
They might sell tickets on offer up over there
I'm on
or
those.
wherever.
Ooh, the VIP tickets, they're
Yeah,
pricey,
yeah.
but they got those.
Yeah,
for
they
sale.
got those VIPs. If you want to do a bump with me, lick me in the neck, VIP all access.
All right.
X to the G. He's on the road too now.
Damn it!
What's up? Yeah, I will be at Skankfest too. I'm not performing, but I will be there doing bumps.
We're gonna get you on though.
Yeah,
That's
we're
right,
doing
that's right.
bumps.
Hell
But if
yeah.
you want Sam Tripoli stuff, tinfoil hat tickets will be in San Diego and Texas. The 21st and the 30th, tickets at samtripoli.com. You already know.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hit the like button and subscribe, please.
That's
Yes,
right, that's
please
right.
like and subscribe to George Perez Stories. This is George Perez Stories, episode
yeah.
228. Puppet Master,
You already
El
know.
Triste,
All
Tres
day.
Platos,
That's right.
X to the G.
Hell yeah.
Take a shower, puppet power.
I want to give a big shout out to the homie right here that brought me Ashley. You know,
Yes.
this is my photographer. They've been taking pictures for me for a long time. The viewfinder photographer. Go follow this motherfucker because
What's his
without this motherfucker, I wouldn't be here.
It's his Instagram.
The viewfinder photographer.
That's
Man.
what's up.
That's right.
Also, shout out to Felipe Esparza for putting you on the first
I'm on
podcast,
it,
dog.
for real. That was my first time doing something like that, which I was
That's
tripping
what's
out.
up.
Hell yeah.
What's up, fool?
I'm
Yo,
on us.
this is George Perez Stories, episode 228. Take a shower, brown power. Lay.